board game.
All right, sure. But just so you know, you're gonna be cleaning the apartment for the next month. Just saying.
Yeah. Sure thing, Sam. Sure thing.
I loved the deep commitment from both actors to this, and the punchline having it being Mamma Mia was hilarious. If it was West Side Story, I would also hold somebody down and torture them until they agreed with the valid and right opinion. But it was just the cherry on top. Excellent playful concept and so well executed. They didn't drag out any sections. I thought that the pacing and the escalation was brilliantly executed.
I do really like how it starts, puts us right into it. The movie just ended. Hey, what do you think? This takes a simple disagreement and creates an extreme. It really raises the stakes with the interrogation, with all of the harassment and everything like that. And I thought that the performer that was getting interrogated did a really good job of evoking fear.
The construct of someone trying to force you to like something that you weren't super into, I think, is very relatable, especially with film. And I thought that the piece had a great sense of self-awareness around that dynamic, and it sort of contributed to why the zaniness as the piece progressed sort of did make sense thematically to what was going on. And they mind a lot of comedy from the madness that comes up when the gun comes out, and the pressure of the risk game, and the complete absurdity of what's going on, given the actual stakes of what's triggering this game itself. So I thought it was funny in that it had a cheeky approach to that entire conceit, and wasn't afraid to sort of be ridiculous about it and absurd, which I thought made it more relatable and easier to get into. So I thought it was well done overall. I thought the two actors had a good dynamic between them that felt like they were really friends, and it was naturalistic and authentic.
I think that the filmmakers chose the music really well, and it fit the premise of what the story was. And the story was there. I mean, the premise of the story was very funny. And comedy is hard. I mean, it's really hard. It's all about pacing. It's all about timing. And I think that they did a good job with this. There was some soft focus things, but I liked the creative camera angles that they were doing to kind of make this a little bit more intimate and to build the suspense.
I'm sure this, evolved from some conversation somebody had about this musical. I thought it was really cute, made me laugh. I thought it made sense, the writing and all of it, the reactions. There was a point when the one guy had him down on the ground with the gun, and I really liked the guy's reaction that was being, the gun was being pointed at him. Thought his reaction was really good and realistic, not too over the top or unrealistic for that situation. Just a fun concept, and he just didn't look like the type of guy that would love that musical, which was probably part of the funny. And the thought that the other guy was going to have to watch part two was really funny.
Going to such extremes over a movie, it's good to see this kind of just insane comedy, that at once makes no sense, but at once makes plenty of sense. Because when you really love something, maybe you'll go to great lengths to try to get somebody else to love it too, and we all can kind of identify with that a bit. Mamma Mia, I may or may not have seen it, may or may not have liked it. I can't really remember. Anyway, but this was funny. The guys did a great job. It was nicely written. Like I said, a hilariously funny premise.
This film takes light of a situation that people do take their films and television programs very, very seriously to extremes that drive them a little nuts. Not this nuts. Usually it turns into screaming matches, and this is the way of turning it into a game and going psycho and thinking somebody likes it because you're holding their head at gunpoint. It's nuts. The humor of it was on point. It was really, really good and well written that this was all about it, because you're wondering what musical it was.